Well, it's a new day. The new day comes, new set of problems. I wear a hat this way because the sun's out like crazy and I burnt my forehead. May, first sunburn. So I just placed these seats lovingly in this hot rod. Merc came by, we actually pulled this out and I just give it a little vacuum. We got the doors, so they're actually working, so that's pretty cool. And we got all this stuff pulled out. So I think the first thing we're gonna do is I wanna put the door panels on, interior panels on, drill holes in these to make them fit, which is gonna be a little bit tricky because I gotta make sure I drill somewhere along there, not on the edge or whatever, and find a spot where I haven't cut out, and custom car stuff, right? And then we have our door panels, which they're a little dusty, but I don't think there's any overspray on them. So it's going, I don't know where the kick panels are, but I'm thinking door panels, kick panels, all that on. I don't know if I'll put the sill plates on or not just yet because the seats will have to be adjusted and new holes drilled, and I'll probably have to get under there somehow and screw around. But I'm iffy on the plaid now with all the rest of the black. Honestly, probably look better just with some more diamond. Is this paint? Oh no, okay. Whew. I was about to hear it in the comments there. I felt it coming. But we can get that going, get that all together. I think the interior's all together. I put some door trim on, even though I know it's ugly. I wanted that on there. This thing's like rapidly coming to an end. Well, we don't have any more parts. So we'll see. Anyways, let's get jamming those door panels on. Should look good, right? Well, take a look at this garbage. So we got our panel in, not cleaned, and top piece on. Very simple, one screw in the back. Actually, this one already had a hole right there, so I just used it. Originally, I was gonna use some, typical Phillips head fasteners with the kind of tapered end, but they kind of looked a little goofy. So I'm just gonna switch my head around here so I feel more normal. But so they were goofy, so I ended up using the little button top one, which isn't the greatest, I realize, but you know what? It is what it is. So now we're gonna do this. This is just sitting here. I wanna make sure it's gonna fit. Open and close the door a few times. I'll get the camera set up. And then we gotta strategically drill, whoops. I'm thinking like 2. And if we put one at the back and one at the front, then, well, the arm comes out and goes here. The button top won't be in the way. So it's all about the arm out the window looking cool, which you might just run it on this side actually, but we'll see. But I don't know, I think that's, factory. Well, sun's going down and I kind of want to work outside still, but it's gotten cold out. We've double platted. So this is as far as we made it. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, a bunch of neighbors came by and it's a nice day out, so didn't get as much as I wanted to, but I did get all the door panels in. I did fit the top piece. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, we're friends here. It didn't go well. I screwed it up. I drilled it wrong the first time. I opened the door. I gouged it. So a little touch up there, but anyways, now it's good. So it worked out decent. It's a little lower than back there, so we could put a couple washers, lift it up, but I think for who it's for and what we're doing, oh, it's handy. You can go right in there. Look at that. That looks presentable, right? Seats are just sitting in it with a couple of blocks of wood so they don't fall over backwards. I'm gonna put this thing in the garage and call it a night, even though I didn't get nearly as much done as I wanted to. Tomorrow, I should be able to get off work on time tomorrow. I'll blast on those door panels. I'll show you what I'm gonna do there. Because now I've done it once, it's always easy to do a second time. We'll get those on, we'll get the seats mounted, and I don't know, maybe a little bungee cord the hood down, and go for a ride around the block. Sounds like a pretty solid plan. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow. Man, I love this car. All right, wow, new day. We're half in the garage, half out of the garage. Combination of the garage is trashed and I have a sunburn and I'm trying to avoid burning my fair skin. As I'm gonna do this video, I just thought Mother's Day's coming up. Hopefully I'll have this up either right before or right on Mother's Day. So Mother's Day, Mom. So tell Lynn in the comments, happy Mother's Day for me. Anywho, I've been working on this thing a little bit. I have the driver's side seat mocked up where I think it's pretty good. Good for me. So what I typically do, I put it in all the way back. How's it light here? All the way back, so I fit, and then all the way forward is a compromise that That's as best as it's gonna be for Danny. Now, on these Tri-5s, the floor is goofy. It's low on the one side and high in the center because bench seats only bolted on the sides and there's no support in the center. So what I have done is made a couple of tabs and lifted the seat just a little bit so it is level. I put a level on it. And I drilled one hole there and one on the back side, and we bolted her down. So it should be pretty good, and it's square. You can see it, you know. If you go to the back, it's squared up to the steering wheel. It looks like it's the right height. I think it actually worked out really, really well. I fit in it nicely. So we're gonna do the passenger side. Not that it really matters if they're bolted the exact same way, but I would like that just so when the seats are all the way back and all the way forward, they will match. So literally all I did, I cut one that's like a 1 1/8 and one that's 1 7/8 or something like that, and that's what leveled it out for this situation that we have. So that's dialed. I think while we're waiting on Danny, we're gonna go ahead and put these in. I'll set the camera up. It's super easy. I'll get the back one in, and then we'll just put it together. It'll have a whole interior, one seat to do, a couple of sill plates, and we're done. Okay, so we got the door panel on. Maybe a few more screws I'll pepper in there later. And we got the sill plate on, but now we're gonna put a little kicker panel in. Now there's a little bit of wiring here. Oh, I gotta hang up, I guess. But pretty simple, kind of slide her on in. Now there's a metal ridge that runs down the side, which I wanna do that. And then if you look kind of close, I'll show up with the camera. But this inner kick panel, it's actually in really good shape, but it's got little ins and outs in it. So obviously when you're drilling your hole, you wanna make sure you drill it on one of the outs and don't drill through the wires. I'm just gonna put 2 in the back, 1 in the front, and call her a day. Okay, so just like that, shawl done. Got the sill plate on, put a few more screws in there, so that's taken care of. Now, this is the nerve-wracking section of the program. Putting on these things, which I don't really want to scratch or screw up. Now, at the back, they had a little screw hole, so I started there. That's all gonna be hidden anyways, right? Now, the front one here shouldn't be too bad. That's just loose. We do have lots of material there, so we just got to pick a place here to here-ish that kind of matches wherever we're gonna be and put a screw hole in it. That's fine. Up front, it's a little bit of test fitting. We want to make sure this is going to fit on the door nicely where we want it. It's hard to do, but open and close the door so it ain't going to hit anything. So we get a little slam ski. Now this is, it's not going to want to stay, unfortunately. But there are different heights, but that's because this one ain't screwed down. So I'm going to get screwing around. I'm gonna screw this together and bring it back, then we're done. We're still waiting on Danny to come out here, test out her new throne, but I think it'll be just perfect. Okay, 2 birds stoned at once here. So Danny's in this thing. It looks like her seat's all the way forward and she can drive it. We got the trim on. I gotta make a little spacer for the back here. It's still a little...
Actually, I moved it back a touch.
Well, oh, really?
Yeah.
Put it all the way forward. Oh, wow. That's mean. I put it all the way back? Look at all that room we got.
I can't reach.
Yeah. No, that looks good. Can you put your arm on the side? Is it not bad?
It's pretty good.
It's a little low for you. It'd be
Well,
perfect
no,
for me.
but when I'm higher, look.
When I'm higher. Oh, you're further ahead, huh?
Yeah.
That's mean.
Of course.
So, I think that's all the trims on my hands. It's windy today.
Where's my glass?
I know. Well,
I want to drive my car.
call Mike at All City Classics. He's setting it out. So there we go. That's in. You'll have lots of room in the back for your friends.
Yeah.
And Murr won't have as much room when I'm
And
driving.
my other boyfriend.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, glass. So we'll set up. We'll get this seat in. There was a few spots I actually got to paint in the vinyl paint. I noticed I missed it at the very bottoms of the seats. I don't know if this side has it or not. Yeah, just to kind of didn't quite take. So we'll get this one mounted in. I think we're done. I want to put the taillight lenses and turn signal lenses in, clean the trunk of the trunk. I think we're done until there's glass. Man, it is freaking bright out. Anyways, so we got the seat kind of dialed, and this is the way the old seat was held down. So there's actually 2 bolt holes, one on each side, and it has like a little cloth, foot that goes under. You clamp it down, and then there's just a couple of bolt holes in the back. Now what we're gonna do is use the inside bolt holes and just run some bolts down with my little spacers. So that'll go kind of like, I'll just roll this over. Oh, it's kind of cool. What's this? Some sort of sheet. Forward. Rotation number 224. What the heck is this stuff? Huh. I imagine these are Ford seats, maybe. I don't know. It had studs in them. Usually Chevys are bolt downs. I don't know what any of that means. Well, it's a special value package. All right, well, we'll go file that under the seat again. Anyway, so we're basically gonna, that's our bolt hole. We'll put one of those right there. The other one is the short one. I only use the outside one. There's an inside one. I'll put that one right there. And then once the seat is in, we'll drill 2 holes just through the sheet metal, nut and bolt it down, and we're good. So this side we'll use the factory bolt holes, just 5/16 stuff. So it'll be factory safe, and that side sheet metal, underside big washer, perfect. And then like you said, I may have missed a little bit here, so we'll get that paint up, whatever you can see when you're in the car, or getting in the car, I should say. Okay, so we got the car mostly together. Interior's all in it. Seats are bolted in. The inside bolts right by the tunnel I didn't quite get, so they're a little loose, but I mean, there's 4 bolts in there. 2 are tight, 2 are loose. That's pretty good. Interior moldings, everything turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. It looks good. I don't know where the door handle is for that side, unfortunately. The back seat, I'm kind of iffy on it. I think I should take it apart, lay a blanket or some foam across it or something, just so it doesn't have these, like that's the old piping of the seat, which I think looks kind of ugly. I'm not actually a huge fan of this even. The back seat's not for me. I like the rest of it, but that I don't enjoy. So we'll see what happens down the road. I got a polisher on order, so hopefully another week or so. Well, should be here next week, but we're coming up on a week since we cleared this thing. I want to make sure I have lots of time to it's 100% taken care of, and we can give it a wet sand and polish. I think that'll look really good. As I said, glass is on the way. I got all the trim, I got everything ready to go. I think this thing's there. We might this weekend go for a road trip out to Mike's. That's where Danny's car is, because I don't have a good cluster and I don't have fender little side spears. So we might borrow those off her car. And there's no hood latch. Actually, good thing I said that out loud. I got to ratchet strap the hood down because I want to take this thing for a ride around the block. There's no lenses in the taillights and stuff like that, but riding around the block's fine. This thing is legitimate as far as I'm concerned. So we'll go for a quick ride, end the video. Man, honestly, I think this thing came out pretty good. I gotta say, it's we gotta vacuum the carpets and detail it all those sort of things, but come on. Something like this coming out of the DD Speed Shop, what's happening? It's not even rusty and rotten, so anyways, we gotta change the battery in the camera. We'll go for a quick cruise. Well, we'll go for a quick ride. We didn't plan it out, but the wind noise with no windshield is probably pretty bad. So sorry about that. It kind of feels good riding a motorcycle, but this one looks cool. It's getting lots of thumbs up from people. So that's all I really want. It smells a little bit burny. Well, let's be honest, it's still running and driving. That guy dug it. No. We'll take a picture and drive her on home maybe. long test drive, but this thing mechanically was all, oh, it was fine last year, so why would it be fine this year? So I think this is probably where we're gonna end on this thing for a little bit, until obviously the windshield shows. I have all the trim for that, we should be good. Windshield, cluster. I don't think there's anything else I'm missing. Swap meets in a couple of weeks, so hopefully I can find maybe some little trim and little bits here and there, and then polishing. So I don't know what we're gonna do next. Might be, we gotta start working on the black car, get it kind of ready for a road trip. I do want to bring the Nova home now. It's nice, so I should go insure that thing. I forgot it existed until Murr was telling me I need to move it. It's at his place. And yeah, who knows what's next. I guess I should probably get back on that pesky Nomad everyone keeps asking about. But thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Subscribe below, leave a comment, all those things, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of this thing. See you in the next one.